Next up, we've got Schmeichel in goal, Johnny, Rudiger, Otamendi and Emerson. Wijnaldum sits deep, Mahrez, Gundogan, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Sterling, and a very deep midfield four, and Lacazette up front for Dudley Bay Biscuits. Whereas it's as usual for the Devon Dementors, Ederson in goal, Alexander-Arnold, Gomez, Mings in for the suspended Cody and Digne, Jorginho and Torreira at the back, and Richarlison, Foden and Son behind Jamie Vardy. Dudley Bay, set up with that defensive a team at home. It's what we've come to expect from Jose Mourinho, and it's what the GM Paddy's been, not too enthralled about when he's been speaking to us on the podcast about how much he's been enjoying their football. But a result today against the league leaders, Devon Dementors, will really put the league in a tight bunch. If Devon can win, though, they'll be 4 points clear after Kinloch's defeat earlier today. And here's Trent Alexander-Arnold, and he shoots. A great save by Schmeichel. Early chance for Alexander-Arnold there as he drove into the box. The corner will be taken by Lucas Torreira, and it'll be cleared as far as Jorginho, who finds Phil Foden, who's impressed this season, giving a bit more chances in the first team. He finds Tyrone Mings, and that's the end of that. Here's Trent Alexander-Arnold for ball over the top. Vardy gets in behind. Vardy, goal! The flag gone up, and now it's throw in from Johnny. Lacazette on his own. Here's Johnny. Mahrez in the area, and it's 1-0. Unmarked, completely unmarked. Tyrone Mings has gone missing, and Riyad Mahrez, a lovely finish, passed into the bottom corner, but there's questions to be asked. Connor Cody missed here, and Mahrez slots it home with Dudley Bay Biscuits lead by 1-0. The rest of the league, we're hoping they hold on, because this will really bring the league together. As Emerson, now Lacazette. His cross hits his own man in the head, but comes back to him, and it finds its way to Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. That's a great strike. Absolutely thundered that into the far corner of the net. Maybe slightly fortunate where the ball got him, but again, acres of space allowed in the box from Devon. Poor defensive work, and Chamberlain punishes them with a thunderbolt of a strike. It's the Dudley Bay Biscuits 2, Devon Dementors 0. It's Gomez, Jorginho, Phil Foden, and Torreira is their way back into this from Devon. They came from 2 goals down in the last game, and his son, who's been quiet, cross from Digne. Foden's header hit the bar on its way over. That's the best we've seen from Devon today. 10 minutes to go now. It looks like Dudley Bay will see this one out. There's Johnny. Can they just put this one beyond Devon with a third goal? Gundogan's ball over the top. Lacazette's in. He can seal it. Lacazette. He has. It's 3-0. The defensive formation has played off for Mourinho as they soaked him up on the break. Great ball over the top by Gundogan, brought down by Lacazette, and he finished really well past the keeper. It's 3-0 Dudley Bay, and this league is getting very, very cramped. And that was the full-time score. Disappointing for Devon, whose poor form continues. A convincing 3-0 victory there for the Biscuits. With the goals from Mahrez, Oxlade-Chamberlain and Lacazette. Oxlade-Chamberlain did pick up a bit of an injury there at some point. But okay, final game. It's Rui Patricio in goal. Wan-Bissaka, Matip, Dendoncker and Klasnic at the back. De Bruyne and Tielemans in midfield. Shaqiri, Bruno Fernandes and Origi behind Aubameyang up front for Cork. Whereas Newsman have Alisson in goal. Tamori, Stones, Rice and Justin in the pack. Neves behind Ndombele and Lo Celso. With Pepe, Wilson and Bergwijn the front three. Will we get 4 home wins out of 4? A victory for Cork, which would also mean 4 victories for the bottom 4 teams going into this week. So it's been going with the home form, which we haven't seen an away win for at least 3 weeks now. This will be the 4th week if in a row. There'll be no away victories if Cork can get a victory or a draw today. And also will be the 5th through 8th. We're hosting 1st through 4th. It'll just mean everyone's really in with a chance of the playoffs going into the second half. So we'll see what happens here at Titan Arena. Here's Said Kolasinac getting us underway at 6 minutes in. Bruno Fernandes, who scored a great goal last game, he finds Wan-Bissaka and he's got in. That was still rising like that Yapstam penalty for Holland all those years ago, but he just caught the roof of the net. I thought he'd gone over the bar. What a strike by Wan-Bissaka. The keeper didn't even move, and it's Cork Titans 1, the Newsman Celtic 0. After 6 minutes, Aaron Wan-Bissaka with a fantastic strike. Corner from Shaqiri. And that's headed in. It's 2-0. It's Divock Origi's third of the season. A lovely header. And after 15 minutes, it's 2-0. Shaqiri's corner. And Origi heads home. And Cork flying here and getting the victory they need to keep themselves in contention for a playoff place going into the second half of the season. 15 minutes gone. It's 2-0. Is Ruben Neves and Tomori. Back with Tomori again. He's balls intercepted by Wan-Bissaka. Now De Bruyne. I don't know what kind of shot because it's blocked, and Callum Wilson beats one centre back. He beats the second. Callum Wilson into the box, and Callum Wilson passes it wide. Great run by Wilson. Unfortunate with the finish there. Here's Neves. Deep ball in. Headed goalwards by Bergwijn. Just over the bar. 25 minutes to go, still 2-0 as Kolasinac finds Bruno Fernandes. Now Kolasinac, Origi, Fernandes, and Shaqiri has hit the roof of the net. And that game has finished by 2-0 to Cork Titans. The 2 early goals in the first 15 minutes put them in front, and not a lot of attacking from the Newsman Celtic. It's something we've come to expect from them a little bit. Divock Origi getting a goal, getting a start and a deserved goal there, and Aaron Wan-Bissaka with a lovely strike as he earned the Man of the Match award. Final score: Cork Titans 2, Newsman Celtic 0.
The XFML: Aberdeen Distillery 3, Gallipay Pelicans 1, Cork Titans 2, Newsman Celtic 0, Dudley Bay Biscuits 3, Devon Dementors 0, Durham County Presidents 3, Kinloch Coyotes 1. Quick look at some of the headlines on the back pages there, with Aberdeen's Distillery's victory taking centre stage. We come to injury news. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain out for the season, tearing his hamstring. Big loss for the Dudley Bay Biscuits. The other big injury news, we saw Soyuncu of the Cork Titans. He'll be out for 3 to 6 weeks as well. Those are the 2 big injuries this week. Finally, we come to the table. Despite losses for Devon and Kinloch, they retain the top 2 spots. Aberdeen up to 3rd, just 2 points off the leaders now. Dudley Bay in 4th, also on 11, with Gallipay dropping to 5th. They're on 10. 9 points for Newsman, and then Cork and Durham both winning. They're both on 7. There's just 6 points separate top from bottom at the halfway stage of the season. All set up for an exciting last 7 games to see who will make those 3 playoff places. Devon and Kinloch, who were quite confident 3 games ago, I think now will be very worried as their form has hit a very patchy period. Aberdeen look like the form team right now. Stay home and stay safe.